Grind to shine, the name is Law Nation. Let's go. Be sure on your way in to hit that like button. Sharing is caring, Cowboy Nation. And on top of that, let's continue to grind to shine. Be sure that the off-season shine is what it is. I get it. The Cowboys are ranked 19th now. I love it, actually. I like it when everybody doubt the Dallas Cowboys. I love it. So no hope. No hope, right? With the question marks. The Cowboys are down. We ain't going nowhere, huh? That's what everybody's saying. I love it. I love it. I love it. Come on, let's go. Yep. How y'all feeling? How are you guys feeling? Midday sports analysis and reports. Appreciate everybody for tuning in. Be sure. Hold your places right here with the Dallas Cowboys Sports Report. Law Nation. Thank everybody for helping me grow on this platform. We getting it out of the mud. We getting it straight out of the mud. Let's go. Shout out to Jerry Wayne. He's okay. He's a thumper, right? We live on Cowboys Experience. Be sure to check us out on Facebook. Let's go. Let's go, baby. They say ain't no party like a Cowboy party, huh? What about a Law Nation one, right? VIP, I see you, fam. Shout out to everybody that's tuning in, man. Oh, my goodness, man. It's been a wonderful day. Yeah, like I said before, it is the most wonderful time of the year. Thank you. And thank you. And thank you. It's the most wonderful time of the year. I can't make this stuff up. Everybody counting the Cowboys out, and I love it. Cowboy Nation, you should love it too, because when they count us out, baby, it tends to do some good things for us. And of course, Cowboy Nation, I get it. If you want to be Debbie Downer, if you want to be pessimistic about this whole off season and everything that's going on, that's okay. That is absolutely okay to be that way. I'm not saying that you should have the mindset of saying that the Cowboys are going to lose every game. We got a horrible quarterback. Ezekiel Elliott, PCL tear, still giving him problems. Jerry Jones can't keep his affairs together. The son can't either. Yeah, I get it, right? We lost Amari Cooper. Randy Gregory is gone. You know, who else we missing? Oh, DeMonte KZ is gone. Oh, no. The roof is on fire, right? And it is what it is. It's just how it is. Every offseason, we fight amongst ourselves, and, of course, we fight amongst the other optimisms that other teams have, especially the four-letter network. I get it. Their game plan is to beat us down. And I told you guys like this before. They beat us down all offseason. We ain't doing nothing. We horrible. We trash. You know, Cowboys would be another 27 years in waiting, right? And blah, blah, blah. That's their angle. It sells tickets. It sells views. It sells everything to talk bad about the Cowboys, by the way. And then here it goes when the season kick off. Then all of a sudden they still open us up against the better or the best team, right? The defending Super Bowl champs. If I'm making my prediction, the Cowboys will open up against the defending Super Bowl champs, right? We do play L.A. this year. So I'm quite sure that it will either be L.A. or it will be the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Shoot, it could flat out be the Cincinnati. I think we play Cincinnati this year. It would be one of those games would be the most viewed games, right? And they would paint us to be below 500 for the 2022 season. And then when the season kick off, we start whooping tail and everything. They would hype us up just a little bit, build us up just a little bit to say, hey, now it's time for the Cowboys to fall flat on their faces in the playoffs. But they don't put things into context. For a full decade plus, for about 12, 13 years, we had a guy by the name of Jason Garrett. And I'm not trying to say that Jason Garrett was the only flaws, but the realism side of it is the expectations. People literally thought that Jason Garrett would take this team deep into the playoffs, deep through the Super Bowl or what have you, and it never manifested itself into greatness, right? It never did. And then what happened? They finally got rid of him. They went and got Coach Mike McCarthy, who had his hiccups. It's been 13 years, right, since the Green Bay Packers done won the Super Bowl. And in most of those chunk of years, Mike McCarthy had his hands in it, right? But neither here nor there. He was a guy that got a Super Bowl on his resume. He came in a pandemic year, right? You guys remember that? He came in the pandemic or plandemic, however you want to call it, and we went 6-10. That was crazy. Let me find me another drop. That's what it was right here. It was. That's how it was, man. That's how it was. I can't make this stuff up. That's how it was. 6-10. And we couldn't get right at all. But I went and I tried to tell everybody all that off season. I was saying, hey, Cowboy Nation, everything's going to be okay. Because the team that won the division, they only won, I believe, one more game than us. It was just crazy. Or I think that they won 2 more games than us or something like that. They didn't just blow us up, it was the Washington team. And out of the grave, Washington team talking all type of noise. And around this time, that defense going to be the 85 Bears. Oh, man, wait till all they need is a quarterback. All the Washington football team need a quarterback. And then they got Ryan Fitzpatrick, right? Some was calling him Fitzmagic. Eric Mack, you like it? Yeah. He goes, Fitzmagic, Dragon. They make this stuff up. So they pivot. They pivot. Something happened to them. I forgot what happened to them, but something happened to that team collectively, right? And they're no longer the 1985 Bears. All of a sudden, now we have a new situation that we got to overcome. Jalen Hurts. Everybody now is on Jalen Hurts. The Eagles. They made some fantastic moves. Everybody, mama, uncle, cousin, Tupac and Biggie climbing out of the grave is saying the Eagles are favorite to win. And the Cowboys, because of the off season, we are in shambles. The Cowboys, the 12-5 Cowboys. Shambles, baby. I mean, you would think that they were 5-12, right? And we lost Randy Gregory. Oh, man, we're going to miss DeMonte KZ. Oh, we not going to do nothing because we don't have Keanu Neal. Oh, my goodness. The sky is falling because no Connor Williams. Now, I would give them this right quick. Amari Cooper, that is the biggest unknown, right? That is the biggest unknown because we don't know what's going to happen with the Amari Cooper by him not being there. But
simply because you don't have evidence that something does exist does not mean that you have evidence that something doesn't exist.
Yep, so what do that mean?
Well, what I'm saying is that there are known knowns and that there are known unknowns, but there's also unknown unknowns, things we don't know that we don't know.
So it is what it is. We don't know. So all of a sudden, and I get it, right, 2018, we got Amari Cooper. It was fantastic for us because we started that season off 3-5, right? And then Amari Cooper knocked on the door and said, hey, I got you. We got rid of a first-round draft pick. We scooped up Amari Cooper. And the rest was history. Things began to turn for Dak Prescott in his favor, especially as far as his stats or what have you. But neither here nor there, what I'm hearing from the Eagles Nation, if you want to call it that, or you want to call it such, they are expecting A.J. Brown to do the similar things, to turn that organization around. And if you add in what they did with the defense. Now, I'm not one of those Cowboy fans that would say, hey, Big Jordan Davis is trash, or Nakobe Dean, he won't hold a finger up to what Michael Parsons done or what have you. Those were two good situation for them. Now, it's good on paper, but we have to allow this process to go through on the field, But you can be paper champs all you want, and that's just how it goes. But let's listen. We're going to listen to some audio, but let me pull up the chat so that everybody can see. You guys bear with me. I love y'all. I know y'all love me too, right? Because I love y'all too, right? Yeah, we all love each other. Let's go. 24/7, Sean Payton, you are our only hope. That's okay. That's okay. Let me fix some things up right quick. Let me get the hat off, Gotta let the top of their head breathe just a little bit, All right, so let's go to the audio. Appreciate you guys. Haircut day is not until next week. I'm going to pull off on next week to get the hair chopped up. But with that being said, let's get to the reasonings here. And I believe this was the title. Can the Eagles dethrone the Cowboys in the NFC East? Let's listen.
Eagles dethrone the Cowboys in that division.
Absolutely, G. And I had the Eagles winning the division before we even
Let me know if y'all can hear.
Weekend, but the fact that they had the kind of draft that they did with picking up Jordan Davis to pair with Javon Hargrave in the middle of that defense, allowing Fletcher Cox to be a situational pass rusher, and then trading for A.J. Brown, a guy that can dominate as a possession for receiver in the intermediate routes, and G, making a situation where Devontae Smith can be covered by the team's number 2 corner, I think it's going to unlock that passing attack for the Philadelphia Eagles. So absolutely, the Eagles can win the NFC East.
And that's a
Oh my God, Chris Canty. Y'all can hear it. Okay. Let's listen to what they have to say.
the former Cowboy, as a man who was drafted by the Dallas Cowboys.
Yeah, it brings me no pleasure to say that,
Talking right there. Teddy, how about right now, right this minute, where we sit right now, who is the team to beat in the NFC East, in your opinion?
Who the team? Don't. Boy!
I'm going to say the Dallas Cowboys.
Yeah.
Do I believe it's neck and neck with the Philadelphia Eagles? Absolutely. I just think Dak Prescott and the quarterback that he is can get them over the top. I know Dak has to deal with new receivers, and the defense also has to get used to losing a key piece in Randy Gregory. But I still think the Dallas Cowboys, this is going to be decided in week 16 and week 17.
Okay.
Who do I think it's going to be? I think Dallas will still edge them out, but Philly's going to be right there. It's a great team. I think that they've improved greatly. So it's going to be tight. Flip a coin, but I'll lean with the Dallas Cowboys.
Woo! So that's some objective analysis. All right, that's some objective analysis from the panel there. Now I want to know, who do you guys feel? Who do y'all believe in? Who do you guys believe in? And I know that the favor may heavenly be on the Dallas Cowboys, since it's the Cowboys-centric channel or what have you. So who do you guys feel? Y'all want to hit that drop one more time? Do y'all want me to hit that drop one more time? Hey, man, that drop crazy, baby. Let me hit that drop one more time for y'all.
That's where the guts went. Just dropped them.
Oh my gosh, man! If you team Dallas, let me see Dallas in the chat, man, or some DAL or something, or hashtag Cowboys or DC for life. If you team Eagles, man, let me know right now so I can know. If you neutral, then you can still put down who you feel. Shoot, the Giants can win by nose, The Giants can fool around and do something strange for this NFC East, right? Not Cowboys. Shout out to you, Michael. Appreciate you. Dallas. See, I know it's going to be more Cowboys in here because it's a Cowboys-centric channel. But it's Jalen or bust, And I'm gonna tell you guys. The key to Jalen, and I ain't talking about Smith. I'm talking about Jalen Hurts. The key to Jalen Hurts would be, and not Jalen Tolbert. I think the year of Jalen's, because everybody kind of like in the same age. That must have been a popular name. Jalen Tolbert, Jalen Smith, Jalen, Hurts. It's a popular name. 40 Luck says Giants. Okay. Any Washington Commanders, any Washington Commanders by 100. For 100, Washington Commanders. Jalen Rose. He's a year of Jalen's, Jalen Ramsey. It's a lot of Jalen's around here. And then I think they all spell it the same. Nobody spell it Jay, Len. It's Jalen. I think they all spell it the same. All right. So it's Team Jalen around here, and I feel you guys. Or it's Eagles. Shout out to the Eagles. Right. Shout out to them. They made it to the playoff last year, and me and Philly 500. We had a bet. Whoever make it the furthest in the playoff, we have to wear each other jersey or change each other icon to their team, their respective team. And I'm so glad the Eagles didn't win in that playoff game, because that filthy Eagles green would look crazy on me. Y'all, you guys don't even see me in green, right? I don't even have green in this room outside of the money, the kind that folds, right? But I feel you guys. All right, so Jalen Rose. Oh, my gosh, man. Salute to the Eagles. This is Eric Mack. Okay, Eagles crap, Vernon. Yeah, appreciate you. How about that? Come on, that don't even sound right. How about them Eagles? Appreciate y'all for sharing. Let's go. Let's listen to more of what they have to say.
I got a vote for Philly and a vote for Dallas. Kmart, break the tie.
Come on, lady.
I'm going to say Dallas. You got to say Dallas, because they're the defending division champs and they have the better quarterback. We talk about all these other teams and it's like, oh, the quarterback, that's why they're good. So when you look at the NFC East, Dak is still, like, this to me shouldn't be a discussion when you compare the quarterbacks. That said, this is a Philly team that is young, between the head coach, between the quarterback. The vibes are very positive in Philly because they are on the uptick. But Jalen Hurts, unlike Dak, is still learning how to be an NFL QB. He's talking about what I have to do. The stage is set. How he went out was aggressive. Got A.J. Brown. They've got weapons. But this is still a work in progress, and this is his job, and this is his launching point to take off.
Well, she gave some objective analysis there. Shout out to her. And she's wearing Eagles green, by the way. If you guys don't know, let me see if I can play it again right here. Here we go. What she said right here.
Very positive in Philly because they are on the uptick. But Jalen Hurts, unlike Dak, is still learning how to be an NFL QB. He's talking about what I have to do. The stage is set. How he went out was aggressive. Got A.J. Brown. They've got weapons.
Right.
But this is still a work in progress, and this is his job, and this is his launching.
This is what she said. This is his job. This is a luncheon situation. So it is what it is. Let me see if I can, Here we go. So you guys can see the panel,
Point to take off.
Well, I'm glad you brought him up. I want you to hear what he said. I want you to hear from Jalen Hurts, because we all understand this year is really going to be kind of a make or break for him in this scenario. Here's what he said about his standing in the organization.
Okay.
Every time we've spoken to Nick, to Howie, to Jeffrey Lurie, they kind of doubled down on their commitment to you. How do you interpret that, and kind of big picture, how do you view that?
Jalen.
That's
Hurts.
That's what they say. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's understood. It's my opportunity. It's my team. It's pretty much what it is. It's my team. So I'm ready to go.
Interesting response. A little muted there, kind of thing. But what do you think of it, Teddy? How about the Jalen Hurts of it all? That's a fascinating scenario to me.
Yeah, Jalen's got to be one of the most, fascinating, like you're saying, fascinating. I'm so looking forward to watch him play because this might have been the best offensive line in the game, in my opinion, last year.
Right,
and the way that Jalen throws horizontally, the catch and run things, the RPO things are perfect for A.J. Brown. Like CC was saying, too, how it's perfect for Devontae Smith. As you can see, I'm sort of changing my mind in my answer now to possibly to the Philadelphia Eagles. And I am going to go to the Philadelphia Eagles because I'm thinking about Dallas now.
Oh, man, come on, man.
Defense, and the hardest thing to replicate, why was Dallas defense so successful? They were the best at taking the ball away. That is hard to repeat year after year after year. Will Parsons have another year that was explosive like last year? Will Trayvon Diggs get the double-digit interceptions, whatever he had last year in terms of taking the ball away? You got to think that answer is no. So the offense is going to be dependent on that much more. I don't know if the defense can hold.
Man,
You must be out of your goddamn mind.
Teddy, man, how you gonna switch horses in the middle of the race, man? Come on, man. I can't make this stuff up, man. Teddy, a double-minded man is wicked in all his ways. Look, you can't be lukewarm with this. Either you're gonna be all in with the Cowboys or not. Come on, man. How you gonna do that? This brother done talked to himself into thinking that all of a sudden Jalen Hurts is the guy. Yeah, he's the guy. He's going to work this out. Man, come on, Teddy. Come on, man. I can't look, shout out to, like I said, shout out to you, Teddy, and shout out to the Eagles. But, dog, you didn't have to switch your mind with it. Come on, man. Well, the more they pick against us, the better it is for us, right? Let me see in the chat. Look, I need to know right now before I play another sound from this desktop. Who's all in on the Cowboys right now as of Cinco de Mayo? Shout out to the Cinco de Mayo crews out here. Who's all in? Who's all in? Let me see all in the chat if you're all in. Let me see all that. Shout out to you, Thomas. Shout out to you. Young OJ, what's good? Parsons the GOAT. He's going to get his. Yeah, Young. See, Young OJ, no. He already know. All in, baby. So if you're not all in, come on, man.
Shame. Shame. Shame.
Yes, indeed, baby. And this is not just blind optimism. I'm going to give you guys some sauce and some ingredients to go along the way. Yeah, definitely all in. My guy Jay Form in the house. My dog, man. My dog. Hey. We got some things up around the corner, Jay. So I'm gonna let you know, man. Hands down, both feet in, baby. I see all those all hands, and it's okay. It's okay to open the door and look in. Be like this, okay? All right. Like they having fun. I ain't finna go in yet. And that is flat out okay. I'm not finna force everybody to be like blue eyes like me, right? I'm not forcing the Kool-Aid upon you, right? You have the right. Everybody have the right to wait after week 1, right? Now, after week 2 and week 3, and you still saying, I got to figure out. No, wait till after week 1, and then you can jump right in. Some people have the right to reserve. Some people have the right to reserve after training camp, right? Because the free agency is still not closed and not shut down, right? A lot of things can still happen. There will be some releasing of guys, right, in the following days from other teams because they got to get down to certain thresholds. And some people will look at their roster and say, baby, we like our team, but we love our young draft picks, and we're going to have to make some hard cuts, and that's going to open up some more and more opportunities for you to grab and snatch up somebody.
Hold their weight so well like they were last year in the takeaway department.
How about it, Kmart? And how about Jalen Hurts in Philly with his great opportunity?
Say it,
I
sister.
over Teddy switching his mind just like that.
Yo.
Come on, where was the conviction, Teddy? No, I'm very high on this Eagles team, and I'm very high on Jalen. In defense of Jalen, I think when people listen to him talk, he's very reserved. He's very almost muted. But here's the thing about him. He is a competitor, and you don't have to tell him it's my time. Like, he understands that. So when he's sitting there and asks, what do you think about the organization telling you that he's like, yeah, bet. Like, let's go. Like, I know that. So I don't want fans to look at that and say, like, does this kid understand the gravity of it? He gets it. And in that locker room, those guys believe in him on the field as well.
They've always.
Yep. So, like I said, man, with Jalen, he did have, 61.3 completion percentage, right? He did last year, had 3,144 yards, throwing the ball, 16 touchdowns, 9 interceptions, and he had 139 rushing attempts for 784 yards and 10 touchdowns last season. So if you're looking at that and say, okay, let's replicate that, let's get Jalen back on running the ball, I think that would be the focal point. I really do think that for the Eagles, if they get back to running the ball, that would be the focal point. Good for them. But if they try to air it out with Jalen, it's going to be picked off. It's going to be to the 30, to the 20, to the 10. It's in. That's just the reality of it. I'm not saying that the guy's a horrible thrower of the ball or what have you. I just look at it from what his strengths are and if they slowly put it out there. But if they trying to pressure him and force him to throw the ball to A.J. and force him to squeeze the ball to Devontae Smith on the edge there, it's going to be good pickings for us. And that's just what it is. But shout out to them. Let's see what the rest they have to say.
Love it. His teammates loved him in college. He's a coach's son. He's got everything right.
Yep.
Quickly, Jalen Hurts going to be the quarterback there long-term, yay or nay?
Well, I don't know. I think that remains to be seen, but the Eagles hedged their bet, which is why they did the dance to trade for a 2023 first-round draft pick with the New Orleans Saints. So this is Jalen Hurts' opportunity to prove he's the guy.
He's got 1 year to do it.
Yeah. 1 year.
To see. All right, as we continue, how much trouble are James Harden and the Sixers in?
James Harden, they talking about James Harden. Oh, Lord. All right, so with that being said, George says, I really hope that they try to air it out and ignore the run. Yep. To that same breath of thoughts there, Cowboy Nation, I don't want Dak Prescott to air this thing out. I'm going to keep it 100. I don't want Dak Prescott to throw for 4,500 some yards. I don't want him to do that. No. I want this team to get back to running the ball, give me some 12 personnel looks, and bring in.
It's Mr. Nasty time.
You got to be able to do those type of things. Run the ball, get back to physicality, get back to 12 look, hit your tight end, and hit your one-on-ones to the outside. Don't force it inside. Don't try to be that type of team to say, okay, CD Lamb is on the edge. They playing cover 4, what have you, or quarters defense, and you trying to throw it into the teeth of the defense. Dak is not that guy anyway to try to throw it in that direction anyhow, right? He's going to be the guy to take what the opposition is giving them and take the underneath routes. So that's why it's so important. It's so important for the Cowboys to get back to 12 looks, get back to running out of that, and to get back to disguising what their offense philosophy is and get things going in the best way possible. Right? So a lot of people give me flack about, hey, Law, you just pandering for Dak. You just a Dak lover. You never give objective analysis and reasonings. You're not real, Law. I get it, right? But a spade is a spade. This particular team, Dak Prescott, is 30-0. 3-0 when they run the ball 25 or more. And don't get me with this, hey, it's because they're winning, Law, and they're just trying to run the ball out. No, balance is the key for Rain to go to Prescott. Shout out to you 24/7, man. He says, give those beard grooming techniques again, Law. You know, appreciate you. Anyway, I'm looking forward to shocking the world this year. Yes, I'm that crazy fan that believes we're going to the Super Bowl every year. You know, we're going to laugh at you, though. There's nothing wrong with that, bro. Nothing wrong with that. Stop laughing at me. Who's really DC for life? Appreciate you, 24. Appreciate you, man. You're not out of your mind. You just got strong adulations for your team. Right. And when you root, that's the whole thing. You rooting for your team. And what people like to do collectively is take word fan for short. No. If you are a fan, you are a fanatic. And if you are a fanatic, you believe in your team regardless, right? When you are a fanatic, when you crazy for something, regardless of what's going on in life, you say, hey, man, I'm going to get over it. You can be shut down, sickened to your bones, right? But you say, man, I'm still a fanatic. I'm still crazy about my Lord and Savior. I know that he just teaching me something right now, and I'm going to get through it, right? You don't say, well, I'm going to start worshiping the stones and the statues because I'm not getting the things that I want, right? No. You continue to worship and believe because you're a fanatic. You crazy for the thing that you love. Appreciate everybody, man. Shout out to everybody. It's Taco Tuesdays, right? But now it's Taco Thursday because now it's Cinco de Mayo. How about that? Bleed true blue. Yeah. Not out of your mind and your feeling. Appreciate you, SG. Yeah. Dak is not the quarterback who can throw all the time. Perfect in a balanced offense. I feel you, Cowboys since 1972. What you want to do is you want to put it like this, Cowboy Nation. You want to critique the game, right? You want to critique his downfalls, his pitfalls, but also realistically, you want to say, okay, how do this guy win? What do he do to make things winnable? And securing of the ball, he can make the play action reads, and then on top of that, if the receiver is open, he will find them. So you got to figure out ways to get your team back into the right directions as it relates to that. I'm one of those DC for Lives home team. Appreciate you. Let's listen to some more audio of more and more people giving praises to the opposition.
For the first thread, we've got Tobey Maguire looking a little bit too happy at the starting lineup. So we've got Jalen, we've got Milan Sanders, we've got AJ, Devontae, and Dallas, all as the starting lineup. What a freaking crew. Our second Reddit. It is Howie on addressing Hurts' limitations via the AJ Brown deal. So then it's just the thinking man's meme. Don't have to read the field if the whole field is wide open. So y'all, all that having been said, upvote field is wide open. So y'all, wait a minute. Brown deal. So then it's just the thinking man's meme. Don't have to read the field if the whole field is wide open. So y'all, all that having been said, upvote or downvote. The Eagles are going to win the NFC East after a stellar draft. Charles, you go first.
I'm going to downvote this, and not just because I'm a Giants fan. Like, come on. The thing is about all of this, and, they got A.J. Brown, and they had a really great draft for the defensive side of the ball. But are the Eagles really sure that Jalen Hurts is the guy? Because I don't get any sense that they're like, oh, yeah, Jalen Hurts, he's our quarterback of the future. And, yes, getting Brown really helps with that. But Gardner Minshew's still there, and I don't know. It feels like sometimes Eagles fans are like, boo, we should get Gardner Minshew and his awesome mustache on the field. So, yeah, I'm going to downvote the heck out of this until anybody convinces me that Jalen Hurts is a future star quarterback who is going to be there for the next 5-6 years for the Eagles.
I'm going to upvote this, Charles. The Eagles are going to win the NFC East, not because of who they picked up in the draft, not because of the trades they made, but because of the move they should make. A gentleman by the name of Nick Foles, just recently cut by the Bears. He led this team to their only Super Bowl. He's the guy that can do it. If they bring him in against this terrible NFC East, I think the Eagles can win the NFC East.
All right, so those are those guys on that panel. I should have listened to that one, but I didn't. But, I like to do this all raw and uncut. So if you want access to what they talked about, it's an article. But here's why I pulled up this article, and I wanted to listen to it first before I get to spitting out and sputing out all what they're talking about. This was the article, and we're going to stroll down. Of course, they have the Rams power ranked at number 1. I don't blame them for that. They just won the Super Bowl, and they're trying to repeat that. And it's hard to repeat the Super Bowl, back-to-back type of situation. It is hard. One can argue that it would be super hard to do it back-to-back, and there was a team that did that. And one can argue if the sky was right and a certain coach didn't go away, then it could have been 3 back-to-back Super Bowls, a three-peat. But that's a story of a different day as well. But when you look at the Bengals, shout out to them. They're the number 2 team in this power ranked. And then you have the number 3 team being the Bills. And then number 4 team is the Buccaneers. The Packers, number 5. And then we stroll all the way down to number 6, the Ravens, the Chargers, the Saints. The Saints then climbed up, and now they are the number 9th team. And if you see the 10th team on this list, the Colts, the Raiders, the Eagles, number 12, the Patriots, number 13, the 49ers, number 14, the Browns are number 15, the Titans 16, 17 are the Vikings, and then you have the Broncos, who beat us last year, at 18, and then you have the Cowboys. Here's what's their reason for the Cowboys being the 19th ranked team. The 2004 Eagles are the last team to repeat the NFC East champs, and the streak probably going to remain intact given the limited impact appears by the Dallas will repeat from this draft in free agency because of the limited. I guess it cut off. I couldn't read the rest of it, but you guys get what I'm saying. They are picking this because our limited movement as it relates to the free agency and, of course, the expectations of the draft. And that is the situation and a half. But I have the 915. You're live.
Yo, Law, what's up?
Man, it's your world. Talk to me.
What's up, bro? We spoke yesterday. I don't know if you remember. But, so not to kind of like just go off of what we spoke about yesterday, but let me ask you this.
Talk to me.
Because I feel like this is something that no one's really talking about right now. Running back. This is probably going to be Zeke's last year, most likely. Tony Pollard, I don't think they'll offer him anything unless he takes a.
Yeah, he can blow up. He can blow up this season. He can blow up this season. Then all of a sudden they got their backs pinned against the wall, and then they have to make some hard decisions. But go ahead.
That's what I'm saying. So that's why. What do you think? Do you think it's kind of like start over after this and just kind of maybe draft another running back, in the 3rd or 4th round and just kind of go like that, go and start the cycle all over again? Is that what you're thinking?
Well, you're talking about 2023. I mean, the draft is over with now.
I know.
Yeah. I mean, you're putting the cart in front of the horse now. You're putting the cart in front of the horse. We got to figure this season out first, and then we'll make our analysis on what they're going to do with the running back.
But isn't it kind of glaring that this is going to be their last season regardless?
No, not necessarily, because Tony Pollard, if Tony Pollard just blows this thing all the way up, right? It was only one other running back that averaged more yards per rush than Tony Pollard last year, and his name was Nick Chubb. So
Nick Chubb, yeah.
So if you give Tony Pollard the opportunity, especially out of this 12th look, Ezekiel Elliott came out today, said that, hey, he's still battling through the PCL tear. I'm not saying that Ezekiel Elliott would never have that explosiveness back, but that's something that's cause for pause, right? That's something like, hey, man, it's better for you right now to rest up and be ready. And if the Cowboys are wise with it, they would look at Ezekiel Elliott and say it's time to do some split back duties.
Right. So let me ask you this, in Law. Let's just say their numbers for this upcoming, figuratively speaking, their numbers are very similar to what they had. Like Zeke is, let's just say he gets 1,000 again, right? 1,000 yards. Tony Pollard is around 7, maybe even 800, and I mean, what do you do then?
If it's the same thing, then you move on. Down the stretch, that wasn't good for this team running the ball. And that's regardless of the offensive line, then you will have to move on. I really think that the limited touches of opportunities with Tony Pollard was coaching malpractice. You can't give Tony Pollard those limited touches last year in the playoff game. I think he only had 3 touches, and that's just horrible. Regardless of whether or not he had a plantar fasciitis or whatever, regardless, they was just coaching malpractice on their end, but not giving him the touches. Go ahead.
That definitely wasn't. Yeah, that was not ideal.
Right.
But yeah, I mean, I guess kind of like I would like to keep Tony Pollard. I've kind of been a champion of him since we drafted him back in 2019. But it's kind of, I guess. It's just like how you said. We got to figure out this year, and then see where we are around this time next year, I guess.
Right, and that's the Cowboys way, man. I get it. We never extend guys before their contract is up. We wait till they get to their final year. I think the last people. I think Ezekiel Elliott was the only guy that we extended before his contract was up, before he went into negotiation. Right. I think it was him and it was Tyrone Crawford. Those were the only 2 guys that we approached before their contract was up.
Hey, and so when it comes to the Zeke contract, I know it's a pretty bad contract. Probably been one of the worst ones in recent memory, but. Because I hear Dak's contract get knocked a lot when it comes to this was the reason why we couldn't keep some of these free agents, and that's why he says. But isn't Zeke's contract more responsible for that, or would it be like pretty much both?
I mean, the way Dak renegotiated his contract, I think he's only counting somebody can help me out in the chat. I think he's only counting like $5 or $6 million against the cap. It really don't count that much against the cap. The chunk of the money came last year, but the problem with the Cowboys when they franchise tagged Dak, there was like $30 million off the books that you couldn't justify for. You couldn't spread it out over a course of years. So I would look at it like if you pay your running back that much of money, that amount of money, and give him $90 million guarantees, that could be a detriment to your team overall. But I think that the vision of the Cowboys always been powerhouse team. We're going to run the ball. We're going to get back to that non-finesse look, and it just somehow these last few years the Cowboys strayed away from it. Right. But we got money though. We got money. we looking at $24 to $25 million that we have, especially if we're finna get a bump of $10 million. So to me personally, it's not about the money. It's not about the money because we've seen the Rams do it, spread out money, to make ends meet.
Gotcha. And then last thing, Law, before I let you go, man, CeeDee Lamb, what's your expectation for him this upcoming season? Do you have a certain number, kind of like where you think you would want to see him, or you think he can get? I mean, what's the number that you would want to see CeeDee Lamb for this to be, for him to be our number 1 wide receiver now, to look like successful, to be good?
Because this team does a receiver by committee approach. My thing is my expectations, and of course, if you go by power rankings, they got him power ranked at number 9 out of all of the wide receivers in the NFL, which is cool. I look at CeeDee Lamb to step up. He's going to get the number 1 DB or the number 2 DB, respectfully, but I think he's going to get the number 1 DB, and the Cowboys need to draw up and craft up plays to get him open. They can't let a full first quarter go by without giving the ball to CeeDee. So get him involved, put him in end rounds, put him in motion, put him in the short to intermediate passes to get him going. And if he can limit his drops, I think he had 8 drops last season. If he can limit his drops, then my expectation is for CeeDee Lamb to be the 4th or the 5th wide receiver in the National Football League. It can quite possibly happen, but he's gonna have to stay focused and understand that he got a lot of food on his plate.
You think he gets Jefferson type numbers, Justin Jefferson type?
I think he can. I absolutely think he can. But my mindset would be get back to powerhouse football, run the rock, and you'll see some things happen better for this team. But I appreciate you, fam. Thank you so much for calling in.
Well, you too, man. Take it easy, bud.
No doubt, man. First caller of the day, man, for the 915. Got a super chat. TP can't block. That's the main reasons from G. Shout out to you, G. My thing is with that, could Barry Sanders block? Give me 100. Give me some 100 thoughts on that one. Could Barry Sanders block? So let me ask you this, and I'm not saying that TP is Barry Sanders, but if you had Barry Sanders as your backup running back on this team, would you bench him because he can't block better than Ezekiel Elliott, or would you give him chances and opportunities to get out there on the field to play? That's how you got to look at it. What's up, Global? Thank you for jumping in. Man, I hope. That's all we got. Hope and holding on. Pain is ending. That's what hope means, really. We got for the 206. You're live. MJ.
What's up, Law? How you doing, brother?
Man, it's your world, man. It's your world. Talk to me.
Man, I just be listening to the fans and all the critics, and a lot of you guys is y'all non-believers, man.
Right.
Like the Bible say. There's a lot of non-believers.
Right.
I'm just being honest.
Right.
And y'all, with the receiver, Cedric Wilson, you should have heard him. Oh, we lost Cedric Wilson.
Right.
Now you got the people on TV talking about we had Cedric Wilson. Like Cedric Wilson is
Jerry Rice.
The all pro, Jerry Rice.
Yeah.
Come on, man. The Cowboy fans. Every year there's a receiver, unknown receiver, that'll come to the Cowboys and get 700 or 800 yards. It happens every year.
Yep.
And, and that kills me with our fan base.
Right.
We live with Wilson. We so sorry. And then you talk about the defensive end. He only played 11 games last year, 6 sacks. And he do stupid stuff. I think when I was watching the playoff game last year, we would have had the ball back earlier. The defense stopped him. This stupid fool tackled the tackle.
He was getting physical,
me and my friends out.
Yeah,
Gregory.
Yeah.
He just, man, the Cowboys went for speed, power to knock you out. I'm gonna tell you something. And the Cowboys caught this. If you fans didn't catch this, the Cowboys got tired of they throwing screens to tight end to halfbacks, and then end up with a 15 or 20 yard gain with the linebacker right there. They made sure they got guys that run 4-4 that'll knock your block out this year.
Right.
And I'm telling y'all something, Cowboy fans. A lot of the old linebackers is getting cut. Them slow-ass linebackers that we got on our team is gone.
Gifford gone.
The guy from Liberty,
Gifford gone.
Gifford gonna be gone. Them linebackers from Oklahoma run a 4-4, gonna knock your block out, and he know how to penetrate. Liberty guy gonna make the team. Man, them young boys is coming for your job. They know they can make the team. You can see it in their face. And them sorry-ass people that we had on our team last year is gone. And I'm happy. I'm just sick of y'all crying. Look, Law, they killing me.
Look, let me play it one more time.
Stop! That's it. It's like I'm like, man. I'm talking to my friend. I said these fools act like we lost Jerry Rice.
Oh my God!
Wilson, y'all killing me. And the year before that, the guy from Green Bay came, just like you said, Law. He came and had 800. The guy from Green Bay came there and had 800, 900 yards and got a contract.
Yeah. You talking about old guy? His name, his name tip of my tongue. Randall Cobb. Randall Cobb.
Why you think Washington only signed for 1 year? Because he know if he get 800, 900 yards, which, hey, Cowboy fans, I'm going to tell you right now, he's going to get it. Washington going to get 800, 900 yards because all our receivers got high point the ball.
Yeah.
All of them.
All of them, man.
All of them got high point the ball. So there's going to be some receivers undrafted that should have got drafted is going to make this team.
Yep. It's going to be somebody, man. It's going to be somebody, MJ. Go talk to me.
And you forgot And you forgot about the 6'6" wide receiver we got from Texas Tech last year. He's
TJ.
even stronger.
TJ
Yeah.
Vasher. Yeah.
That's why they not tripping. And I told you guys the other day, I said these guys going to be crying because the people that signed a 1-year contract for the Cowboys, like the Atlanta DN,
Fowler.
Yeah. Going to end up with 10 sacks. Fowler going to end up with 10, 12 sacks. They're going to get a $50 million contract. You smart. That's what I said. Hey, I'm going to say it again. Mr. Clowney, if you listening, you need to go sign with the Cowboys, get that 1-year contract, and come get your 10 or 12 sacks so you can get your $60 million contract.
No doubt. Hey, before I let you go, MJ, let everybody know again how many sacks we're going to have for the 2022 season. Can you just tell it to the world?
They don't know where we coming from. It's going to be 50. And Jalen Hurts, with that running like you did last year, the Cowboys got something for your butt. They got them fast linebackers going to knock your block out, sir. So we want you to run.
Appreciate you so much, MJ, man. Thank you for calling in. You got to let me hear it, though. Let me hear it.
How about them Cowboys?
Yeah. Oh man, how many people gonna be watching Blue Streak after I played that? Oh my gosh, man. Blue Streak, baby. Oh my gosh, man. It's gonna be nasty for us.
It's Mr. Nasty time.
This is what it is, Cowboy Nation. We okay. I get it. How many people we missing out from last year? We missing Connor Williams, right? A lot of people complain. Look, here's the craziest thing. I can't make this up. Everybody, mama, uncle, cousin, complain about Connor Williams. He's gone. And now y'all still complaining. Everybody, mama, uncle, cousin, Tupac and Biggie climbing out of the graves complain about Randy Gregory, especially when he was suspended and everything, and now he finally got right a couple times. But y'all were complaining because of
smoke weed every day.
Y'all was complaining about him. Now he's gone, and now you're crying. And then, of course, KZ. Shout out to KZ, man. You know, I think that he did a noble thing with us, you know, coming in to the folds and doing some things for us. But let's be real. Y'all look up my film session on Malik Hooker. Only thing that get in the way of Malik is health. And I hope and I pray, you know, if he can stay healthy, shoot. Clowney is not coming. This is from Akeem. Well, my thing is with Clowney, if only for a cup of coffee, you know, you bring him in, and it'll be hard for him to come into the folds, right? We got a lot of room we don't have no room left on defensive edge, but there's never too much room, right, as they say. But it is what it is. I got my guy, Tyreek. What's good? You live?
Hey, what's going on?
Nothing to it,
what's
man.
What's going on, Lord Nation?
Nothing
Cowboy
to it,
Nation, stand up. Like, share, subscribe, and all that good stuff.
Yeah.
My whole thing is like this, man. I'm looking for this team to take a step forward, you know what I mean, and get back to what we known for. It's running down people's throats.
Right.
And testing their will, you know what I mean, and setting the tone on both sides of the ball.
Right.
My thing is we need Zeke to rest up, and at the same time too, we need hopefully we can get a third string running back in here, just in case either one of these guys go down throughout the season.
Yeah.
Because I really believe like that guy Clement wasn't it for us. He wasn't it. And another thing too is with Dak Prescott is that nobody really thinks that Dak Prescott is a bad quarterback, but he still has room for improvement.
Yeah.
And what I mean by room for improvement is that throw on wide receivers open. I haven't really seen him do that too much. You know what I'm saying? And that's the only difference I really see with Dak Prescott.
But let me say this, and I'm not being a Dak Prescott apologist when I say this. You play football, right, fam?
A little bit.
Okay, so you understand what is quarters defense? It's designed to
quarters
do what?
Defense.
Quarters defense. What
is
it
quarters
D? Quarter D.
Quarter defense is when you got a lot of cornerbacks on the field.
Right,
it's more,
right. It's
they
designed
more
to
coverage.
They playing coverage. They sending pressure, only 3. Sometimes they only send 4. Everybody else dropping coverage. So the problem is teams down the stretch, they betted on themselves and they betted on the Cowboys' tendencies. They said, we're going to drop everybody in coverage, and we're going to give you the underneath. We're going to give you the underneath, and we're going to drop everyone. When you look back, I encourage everybody to look back, not at Dak Prescott game, but look at the Cincinnati versus the Chiefs game. They said, you know what? We're going to dare the Chiefs to run the ball to beat us. They dropped everybody. They dropped into quarters defense, and they made Eli Apple. You know who Eli Apple and Cheeto Awuzie, Cheeto Awuzie, and Eli Apple. Then shut down Tyreek Hill in the second half of that. Now some people are gonna say, yeah, the football is just rigged, but what I want them to do for the 2022 offense, is to get the 12 look, and they're in that quarters defense, and there's principles that the safety must do in the 12 look. He got to come down off of that roof. He got to come down. He got to squeeze inside because it's showing power. And if we start running, that's 6 to 7 yards given if you dropping DBs. And one thing I can tell you about DB, they don't want to get chipped nor blocked by a Tyler Smith if he's pulling, and you got 6 DBs out there, because you know what's going to happen?
Yeah.
Cook. Now go ahead with your thoughts.
No, but to your point, Law, the dumbest shit they ever did to me. Excuse me, I mean, because
no, you good.
The dumbest stuff they ever did today. I mean, last year for me, the dumbest stuff they did is when Collins came back. They took the aggressive right tackle off the field, and I'm talking about Terrence Steele. Do not take the man with the hot hand off the damn field. Mm-hmm. That boy was out there pancaking. He was him and the right guy. His name's slipping my mind right now. Zach Martin. Yeah. They built the wall over there, and them dudes was pushing people out the way. You don't take that off the field,
right? And
then at the same time too, another thing with the offense, they went away from the 12 man look,
right?
The 12 personnel look when Gallup came back. I understand Gallup came back, but I'm not gonna stop doing what was out here working.
Big fact.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah. I'm gonna find another tight end, even if Jarwin went down. I'm gonna find out who else on this team is a little bit athletic to help us stretch this field and still keep that physical tone. Teams triggered in on us is when it was like, oh, these dudes soft. And you know what game? You know what game that we got punched in the mouth? And I was like, oh my God, they back to the old Cowboy bullshit. Is that Denver Bronco game?
Oh man, you preaching now, dog.
In the damn mouth.
Dog, you preaching, because that style of defense that they played was like unique, because they was like, all right, cool. They presented it wonderful for the Cowboys. The Cowboys opened up with a big kickoff return, right? They moved the ball down the field. All they had to do was like 30 more yards, and they were right in the money zone. And they went 3 and out, and then, they went 4 and out. And they was like, oh, we could just drop our guys and give you the underneath. And their linebacker was flying, chasing to the ball. And the Cowboys were playing musical chair with the offensive line. And granted, in that game, Lamb got open twice, wide the world open, and Dak Prescott couldn't hit him. And that's one thing I would tell you guys. I'm gonna give you guys some good analysis. Go back and look at it. If Lamb would have hit them twice, they would have figured out a different defense. But shoot, that was the blueprint, and that coach was not live, because everybody else tried to do that same principle, but some people didn't have the the skill set, the staffing to do it. But the team that did have the staffing agents to do it, they beat us with it. But go ahead.
Yeah, it's like this upside the head, Law. And my whole thing is us as Cowboy fans, we gotta understand something, man. If certain things are not looking right to us, we should be able to call that shit out. Because with Zeke Elliott being hurt like he was this past season, what was the goddamn reason why Tony Pollard sits out week 17 to get ready for this playoff game? And he only then comes back for the playoff game, and we got a hurt Ezekiel Elliott out here playing in a very important game. I don't give a damn about the money at that point, because we trying to reach the Super Bowl, man.
Yep.
That was the shit that made me so mad, is because it's like, why is Jerry Jones now controlling who the hell is on the field? Sit your butt down in the box. You and Steven, sit your ass down in the box and let the coaches coach, man. Because everybody that was watching that game knew goddamn well Tony Pollard should have been on that field, because the touchdown that they went down there and scored, Pollard was on the field. Pollard came in and did some things, and that's what got everything moving. And we take this dude off the field and put a hurt dude in for the rest of the game, and we get mollywop. Come on, man. That was the thing that pissed me off so much, is because we beat the San Francisco 49ers the year before with a backup quarterback in Tony Pollard.
Right.
We don't do the same. We don't do the same formula in the playoffs against these dudes.
Yeah, Tariq, they was jacked up to play us though. They had the boom box and the noise and the news and the noise with the Cowboys were shaking, and that's why Mike McCarthy kept telling Jerry, "Hey, remember the playoffs." And if you think about it, and I'm not trying to pump up those boys that they drafted, but they went and got some nasty guys, man. It may not show up on the radar right now, but I'm quite sure that for philosophy on the offense and the defense, that one of these guys is going to be looking at everybody in the eyes and say, hey, all of that weak stuff, nah, this time is the moment to step up and say something about it. And what should have been leaked in that locker room is D-Law getting in the face of those boys and saying, what the hell y'all nervous about? You know, this is our home, this is our place. Let's go in and dominate. And J-Ron cursed too. But behind the scene, we didn't hear none of that. You know, they play behind the scenes on all of the other games, but I didn't get a chance to hear the behind the scene or sounds of sounds of the game. I didn't get a chance to hear sounds of the game of D-Law and J-Ron Curse talking to those boys. So somebody that we either Parsons or somebody that we got out of this draft now, and maybe D-Law is the guy that all of a sudden said, hey, I need to step up and be more vocal. But at this point, there should be somebody in that locker room saying, hey, this is our home, and this is where it matters at right here. We're going to leave and put everything out on the field. No more nervousness. That should be the battle cry for the 2022 season.
And one more thing before I get off here.
Right.
I got to say, Kellen Moore, man, the gloves got to come off, bro, with you. Right. We shouldn't have to keep waiting for this dude to mature as a coach. This is his 4th year. If you come out here with this same crap, he needs to go.
Right.
He needs to get up out of here, man.
He got to graduate this year. Yeah, it's his 4th year.
It's his 4th year, and I'm tired of us as Cowboy fans thinking that stats matter all the time.
Right, true that.
Stats do not matter all the damn time. If you go back and look at it, what was Dak Prescott's best years and the best years of this team is when they was running the ball. Not when him airing the ball out like he Aaron Rodgers or Peyton Manning or something. It's a time and a place to do that. When the playoffs start, it's cold. It's cold outside.
Hey, before I let you go, man, by you saying stats, that brought up this right here, what my guy Trayvon Diggs just tweeted out about an hour or so ago. And he said F stats. I can't read it out on the airways, but he said F stats, or F statistics, so because that's just the bottom line. I want to get out there to get the interceptions. I'm a dog. I'm going to make sure I get what I need to give it back to the offense. So I like that, and I'm glad that you just quoted that. So I appreciate you, man. Let's get back to football.
All right, Raw Nation.
Appreciate you, man.
All right, man. Peace out.
Let me give him one of them. Let me give him one of those. So that's what it is, man. Don't fall in love with the stats, Cowboy Nation. And I get it, right? We can look at this stat and that stat, but don't fall in love with it, right? Use it for your argument, but don't fall in love with it. You got to roll up your sleeves and say, all right, cool. We playing against this team. Let's get out there, mental mindset, and get out there and make things happen. So, and what else I tweeted out here? Let me see. And we go right here. And this is what I was getting to right here. Tyler Smith and Matt Wellico, let's go, combined to allow only 2 sacks in 2021. Dak Prescott and the Dallas Cowboys have some new strength up front. So both of those boys, man, both of those guys, if you add their weight together, that's 660 pounds on just these two guys right here. Say it with me, 660 pounds. Both of these guys about 330. And this mindset, and I'm not saying that Matt will start or what have you, but we are a long way from Brandon Knight being out there, right? From Chaz Greens of the world being out there, coming in as a rotation to help out this offensive line. And we are a long way from Connor McGovern. A long way from rolling out there, and you had issues with strength. These some big boys. These boys got some strength about themselves. Was Nick Foles an elite quarterback? How about Flacco? Just saying, it's Big Sarge. Yeah, I don't want people to fall in love with also, you need the elite quarterback to win the Super Bowl. That is a misnomer there. You don't have to have that elite quarterback. If anybody can tell you, if you want to pull up stats or what have you, like I said on the opening part of this video, in the last 13 years, think about it, 13 years. It's been 13 years since one of the greatest quarterbacks that's playing now the won a Super Bowl. And that's Aaron Rodgers. He is the absolute elite quarterback that you could think of, right? And he's ringless. Now, he got one ring, of course, but in the last 13 years, matter of fact, last year alone, when I was telling you guys about the number 3 defense, and he was the number 6 collectively in offense, and you had Aaron Rodgers, he couldn't do nothing against that quarter's defense. The same defense that I was just talking to you guys about. They dropped everybody, and they said, okay, we're going to play into the hand, the tendencies, that we will bank on the fact that the Green Bay Packers will not run the ball. Why? They had a makeshift offensive line, for one, if you want to leave an excuse out there. 2, you can say it was cold outside. But excuse me, last I checked, Green Bay is a cold weather team. The 49ers, sunshine team, sunshine state. And Lobo said it took Stafford 12 years. Before last year, there was nobody, a gang of people saying, hey, man, give me Stafford, dog, give me Stafford. He would turn his team around. Newsflash. It wasn't only him that turned that L.A. Rams team around. They would not lift that Lombardi trophy up if you take Aaron Donald off their team. They would not lift that Lombardi trophy up. That boy, you pushing that pocket back, Aaron Donald, the quote-unquote best defensive player for many of years. Hands down, he was ranked NFL top 100 if you want to do ranking. The number 1 player in the league. And Jalen Ramsey ain't that far off. Peyton Manning only won 2 Super Bowls. Right. And they had to move some furniture around and a whole lot of things to make it happen in Denverland. They had to move. They had to ask Allah, God, Yahweh. They had to ask everything. They had to start praying to statues and everything to make sure that they won their Super Bowl. And you can look up that year's defense. Replying to Law Nation. Yeah, Von Miller. I keep forgetting Von Miller, right? They added Von Miller into the mix. Right? So y'all can miss me all you want and say, why the quarterback. Right? Pocket poise. Yeah, appreciate you, Mike. Shout out to everybody that's watching. And like I said, and I talked to my guy Big Game James, I'm gonna say it again. He is my dog, right? And he said that Dak Prescott done peaked. There's no more improving. But for every big game, James, for the Cowboys, there's a big game, James, for the Green Bay. Somewhere angry and mad and upset that it's been 13 years. It's been 13 years. Right? And there's optimism every year. Every year. Russell is an elite. This is from my guy, Mike Armstrong. Well, the thing is with Russell, he better. Russell Wilson better win. He better make it to the Super Bowl this year. He got a top defense, and on top of that, he got a plethora of weapons on the offensive side of the coin. There should be no excuses for Russell. But we'll find out, right? People feel like, hey, Super Bowl is easy to come around. And the Eagles fans, they hit me up every day. Hey, it's been 20 years, Bilal. It's been 20 years, 25 years, 25 years, 26 years and counting. Well, now they're looking at it. It's been 5 years, Eagles. And 20 years can go by just like that. It can go by just like that. Oh, yeah, D-Ware, shout out to you, Ready Red. 20 years can go by just like that. And before you know it, you be like, man, 2017 was 20 years ago. And look what it took for you guys to get to that Super Bowl. And excuse me, we just glad. Look, y'all should be glad that Bill Belichick was on his ego trip, right? He benched their starting DB. He benched him. I think Bill Belichick was getting money under the table for benching his starting DB in that game. That was just crazy. Justin Herbert better get his team to the Super Bowl, and you will see his team. Yeah, I feel you. Appreciate you. Jonathan says the Eagles have one Super Bowl. Carry on, big perk voice. You know, but you know how it goes, man. They are in there. Matthew Stafford is not elite by any stretch of an imagination. His number one defense carried him. I think that Matthew Stafford is a really good quarterback. I really do. And I'm not finna throw shade or dirt on the man. And shout out to him. 20, 30 years from now, everybody will be remembering he was the guy that lifted up that Lombardi trophy for that organization and franchise, right? East Camden said, don't get me started. But shout out to you, East Camden, But, it's been 5 years now, though. And 20 years can go by just like that. And then before you know it, you'll be looking back and be like, man, that was a good year in 2017. And then you'll be with the defense of saying, hey, man, at 17, hey, that is still in the stones. It don't expire. You be like me. 19, don't act surprised, Law. We trash. Time to rebuild. Bubba, I do like the fact that we're ranked 19th overall. I do like that. I like the fact that when people have these high expectations and all of a sudden they don't equal up, and then they'll be like, see, I told you. But now we can punch them in the nose, right? We can sneak in on them and these sorts of things. All right, it was one other thing that I want to play. If you guys like what you're hearing so far, if you want me to continue to keep going, let me know in the chat. I can keep going. I got tons of energy. It's 3 o'clock where I'm at. Let me know if you guys want me to keep going. We can keep going if you want me to. or we can shut it down. Somebody give me my like report if you don't mind. I thank everybody for liking, subscribing, and sharing this content. I really do appreciate you guys so much. I really do. Stout Center, yep, 128. We got 338 in the house. Appreciate y'all. That's at least halfway, you know. But that number could be a little bit better. Come on, Cowboy Nation. Keep growing, baby. Keep growing, baby. I got some more stuff. Stafford is good enough. Appreciate you. All right, right before I hit audio play, somebody hit me up. Let's see who we got here. The 817, you're live.
Is that me?
Yep, that's you. You in it.
I'm staying. This is my first-time caller, long-time listener. Love you all.
Appreciate you, man.
Anyways, to me, so initially with this draft, I was seeing that Smith pick. I was kind of disappointed or whatever, but overall, after the draft was over and looking back at it, I'm super excited about this draft because it seems to me this draft was all about the run game.
Right.
Whether it be stopping the run or, executing the run. And it seems to me that, 3 years ago the draft was passing game. Last year it was defense. This year it's running game. And I just looking at the tape from Smith, I just don't see how we can get Smith in there and not have a substantially better running game. And to me, just like everybody's saying in the chat, what we need is balance. If we get that running game, then we get back to, what was it, the 2016 year?
Right.
With Marion the Barbarian, where we were just destroying people. Dak was able to sit back and take what was given. Or was that a Romo year? I forget.
No. You're right. But if you go back a few years, fam, I mean, our big boy that was on the line, he was literally 6 foot 300, and I'm looking at the chart, 6 pounds. Do you know his name?
Right.
His name is Antoine Woods. And I'm not throwing any shade or salt, but he was the guy. He was the anchor.
Right.
He was anchor, 6 foot, 306 pounds. That's his weight. And that was not, we don't know his playing weight. He was a wide guy. They call him a tree stump. Now we got a guy that's 6'6", 325 pounds. His name is John Ridgeway.
Super excited about that.
I don't know if you ever stood beside a guy that's 6 foot, and then you stand beside a guy that's 6'6". There's a whole worlds of a difference of length, blocking pass lanes, and you're talking about sheer strength. Man, that's a whole different situation, But I think the philosophy have changed with the Dallas Cowboys, and they're going to get back to doing this thing of stopping the run. I believe that they did that for this 2022 season.
Yeah, I think so too. I'm super excited about this draft class too. Even the undrafted free agents.
Right. Oh yeah.
Yeah, I'm loving the attitude and the focus to stop the run and execute the run. Okay, well, I'll let you go.
Appreciate you, man. Thank you so much. What's your name, fam? What's your name?
John Williams from Pensacola.
Pensacola, man. Appreciate you, John. Thank you. Yep. Shout out to John, man, calling in, a long-time listener. I love it. First-time caller. I love when I hear that. That means the nation is always growing. There's somebody that's sitting there saying, you know what, let me call in and give him my thoughts. And, yeah, George said with short arms. So that's philosophy change. Even if Big Bo get it together, of course, I'm not saying that John will beat out Big Bo, but that could be a quite possibility. What's Big Bo measurables? Can y'all put that down in the chat? I think at one point he lost too much weight. I want him back at 360. I want that big boy to just be inside and gobble up some space. We need a Jay Ratliff. I think Jay Rat was really good. He's crazy. He even hemmed up Jerry Jones against the corner, right? But he is a good guy. 325. I want Big Bo to get bigger. What's his height? What's Big Bo height? What happened to David Irvin? What happened to David Irvin was it is what it is.
Smoke weed.
Let me leave David Irvin alone. But shout out to Dave, man. Now he can play in the NFL. It's crazy. David Irvin said he was going to sue the NFL for the Teradol versus plants over pill. Then all of a sudden the NFL said, you know what, we're gonna allow you to roll ones. We're gonna allow you to roll them up, whatever you need to do. We won't suspend you guys no more. So he's 6'4". Yeah, 6'4" is a whole lot different from 6'6", right? But shout out to that. Bring him back. David Lawrence says, bring him back. Well, I think that he's blackballed now, They probably said, you know what, Dave, you dropped, look, we're not going to let you back in the NFL. Illuminati, don't come get me. We're not going to let you back in the NFL, but if you open up that check right there, in that check, there's going to be some alternate money aside for you. And you can start up your whole business, and we're not going to let you back in the NFL, but you can't talk no more. And David said, nah, man, I want to get back in the NFL. Oh, okay. Oh, you ain't want me to talk no more? Okay, I got you. I'm going to open up my cannabis shops, and I'm going to be okay right about now. David, he ain't thinking about football no more now. That joker said, oh, okay. And y'all gonna okay, I ain't gonna even speak on that gag order. Okay, good. Y'all know what happened. Because at first he was talking about, I'm gonna get back in the NFL, I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna do that. But now, oh, there's that many zeros? Okay. Did nothing for the Raiders. Oh my gosh, man. Rob, man, what's good, man? What's good with you, Rob? What's going on? You live?
What's going on with you, Law?
Nothing to it, man. Look, this is my first time ever talking to you off season. Normally it'd be after the game, man. So talk to me.
I just wanted to say, man, I be watching you. I just don't call or listen.
That's
Can you
okay.
hear me?
I can hear you.
Oh, okay.
Uh-huh.
And I just like to listen to your comments, man.
I appreciate
I
it,
just
man.
like to watch because you got. I agree with most of everything you say.
Right,
But I look at some of the fans, man, just lay down. What they don't understand, defense wins championship. Not offense fill them stands up there. It show, but that defense. When you want to know if Dallas gonna make it to the Super Bowl, see how dominant that defense is. That run stopping is number one. When Dallas, they improved on the run stopping, but they didn't improve enough. Look what the 49ers did. Punched us right in the mouth.
Mm-hmm.
That's right.
You're right.
We need that defense. When you go to see in that defense, look, I tell you what, during Troy Aikman them time, what was our defense ranking?
Top 1, top 2, top 3, respectfully, in certain categories. But overall, most part of the time was like number 3, number 2, number 1 defense in the National Football League.
So, I don't see some sorry quarterbacks, some offense that, look at here, my hometown football team, I can tell when they're going to be good by how good that defense is.
Mm-hmm.
When we got a good, dominant defense, we win state every year. I've seen us win a game off of this penetration.
Mm-hmm.
Ain't scored many points. We won off of penetration. Who had the most yards and first down one game?
Mm-hmm.
Because that defense didn't give up. If you don't give up, then you win by scoring points.
Mm-hmm.
If the defense don't let you score, then you can't win.
You're right.
And in order to be a Super Bowl team, you got to play complementary football.
Talk to
both
him.
of y'all, the defense might fall off a little bit sometimes. The offense pick it up. But when that offense fall off and can't put out, that defense needs to step up too. And that we didn't have that all year, man. And injuries, they play into it. When you said it a while ago, people don't realize how hard it is to win the Super Bowl. Everything got to fall right in place.
Mm-hmm.
It got to be. You got to get that break when you need it.
Yup.
That's when we could. But you got to keep putting them little pieces in there. This draft this year, I like it because we got blue-collar guys that get out there and punch you in the mouth and step on your hand and say, move out the way then, get up.
Yeah.
Them the kind of players you need, man. You don't need, look at here, you ain't got to have flashy players out. You need a few of skill players, but you also need role players, them that want to put their name out there. The man that already getting the fame ain't worried about it. It's that mother, I want to be like him. So he got to put in more work.
Man,
so
man.
We need.
Rob, man, I really appreciate you calling in, Rob. Man, you spitting.
Want the truth? You can't handle the truth.
Most people can't handle the truth, but you spitting, man. I should have had an umbrella over here, and I'll take the spit because you spitting the truth. This defense, and I'm gonna tell people before I let you go, the team that won the Super Bowl last year was the #1 ranked defense in the National Football League. And I thank you so much, man.
Amen.
I appreciate you, man.
Right.
Thank you so much.
All right.
That's Rob.
Keep doing what you do, my brother.
No doubt, man. Look, that's spitting nothing but the truth, man. You know, and that's that, you know, I always talk about that new broom can sweep the floor good, but that old broom can get those corners. That's what I'm talking about. Rob is that old guy that know how to get those corners. And, of course, our defense was better than what they were the previous year, right? And the record reflect we're 12-5. And granted, in that playoff game, yes, I do agree. I absolutely agree that the offense did wet the bed because I listened to reading some of y'all comments in the chat, and the offense did wet the bed. But the defense didn't put a finger on Jimmy Garoppolo. Jimmy wore his same jersey the following week because it was still clean. They couldn't touch Jimmy. He was, right? And then handing the ball off, Jimmy Garoppolo was clean jersey guy. Not one sack. So we got to get pressure up the middle, and that's why Cowboy Nation, we're banging on the table. We're banging on the table for Big Jordan Davis. So if the Eagles fans want to be happy about that one, then you can be happy about it. There's your cookie. But I always tell people all the time, you build from the inside out. And the Cowboys' next selection was Tyler Smith. And let me know where he play. Do he play on the inside? Yeah. Inside out in the trenches. That is a trench guy, 6'4.5". That's 6'5", basically. He's inside. Played tackle while in college, but they're gonna kick him inside. And we identified that. Then the second pick, regardless of how you look at it, edge rushers are still considered trench guys, right? That's front 4, front 7, right? That's where we reinvested in on this defense. So time will tell it all, baby. 512. What's up? You live.
Yeah. What's up, Law? Hey, hold on. It's been a minute.
It's been a long time.
Look,
2 years.
It's been a minute, Law. It's your boy Philly Notion.
No, I know.
Hey, listen, I know you got the nation growing, and we're going to keep it hating at the same time. So you already know.
Hold on. Let me get some fire for you because I know you're going to say it. Hey, so let me get the fire.
You already know what I'm coming.
Come on. Bring me the fire, Philly. Come on.
First of all, salute to my guy, Law. You already know. Biggest out here doing it, man. I got to go ahead and wake y'all up, first and foremost, because go ahead and wake up, Dallas Nation. I'm tired of this fake delusion y'all out here kicking like y'all really did something this offseason and in this draft. Let's go ahead and start there. Y'all have one of the most sorriest offseasons that I have seen in a minute. Y'all have lost so much talent. You know what I'm saying? Y'all tried to fill plug-in holes in the draft like now y'all trying to justify the picks and all of that. Stop lying, Dallas Nation. Y'all reaching. Y'all know it. Y'all scared of the division because y'all know the Eagles are coming. So real quick, I just want.
No. Hold on. Now you think you're gonna come over here and throw some rocks and leave? No, you're gonna have a seat.
I got time today, Law.
Oh, you got
time today, brother. I got time today.
Whoa! So for 2 years, it's been literally 2 years, and I didn't hear from you. I didn't see you in the call log. You know, I got your government name down there. I was like, okay, I ain't finna say it, but it's been 2 years, and I didn't get a chance to hear from you.
I stay watching, brother. I stay watching. I feel the pulse you got kicking out there, but sometimes when you start getting out of line, Law.
Wait a minute.
I understand. Your fan base, they need this hype right now. But stop lying to this fan base like y'all ain't some overpriced, high-budget vacuums. Yes, y'all gonna sell, but y'all still suck, Law. Y'all are garbage. Stop selling this fake dream to these people and these listeners out here that think y'all doing something this year.
So hold on. So you really think that you just because y'all so you're not high on the sauce with A.J. Brown and Devontae Smith? Oh, so you absolutely. And you said
absolutely.
I think
got the best wide receiver core in the division. Matter of fact, I'm gonna take it here. We
Go
got
ahead.
now the best offensive attacks in the NFC East, and y'all can't even compare. So I know y'all trying to justify now. CeeDee Lamb is.
Who changed? Wait a minute. So you saying that A.J. Brown is the catalyst that tipped everything over so that y'all can be the best offensive attack in the National Football League? Oh, the NFC?
No, not in the league. Yeah, in the NFC East. We're going to start there. We're going to keep it there.
Who throwing him the ball? Who throwing him the ball?
What you mean?
What you mean?
A Pro Bowl alternate is throwing him the ball. What you mean?
Wait a minute.
Look.
So the same guy. Look. The last time I talked to you was the pandemic year. Is everything okay with you? Because you was talking some mad cash money when we had Ben DiNucci. Now, what year this is? Hey. This is year 2022. The pandemic is over with. And the last time I had a chance to talk to my boy, Philly Notion, was 2020. And when Benjamin DiNucci, and I said, mark this day, you guys won't beat the Cowboys again because y'all struggled against Ben DiNucci. And the last time we did play with Trayvon Diggs came back to close out that year or what have you. I thought for sure that wide receiver was wide open, but good old quarterback at the time, I think it was Carson. It could have been Jalen, I forgot. But he dropped back. He looked to his left. He looked to his right. And Trayvon Diggs was the number one receiver. And ever since then, Trayvon Diggs been picking you guys off. So you think that all of a sudden A.J. Brown is going to stop and shut down this whole situation of Trayvon Diggs not catching the interception? Come on, man. Get out of here.
Absolutely.
No way.
Covered Devontae Smith?
We got
y'all focus on A.J. Brown. Okay.
Calvin Joseph. Calvin Joseph shut down Devontae Smith when he was playing for Roll Tide. Didn't he? How many yards did he get on Calvin Joseph?
Hey, listen, I'm gonna give you credit where credit's due, Law. Again, y'all clipped this last year. I ain't got nothing to say on last year. Y'all clipped this up. Y'all caught us early in the season. We were still learning our offense. We didn't know how to run a ball at the point in time. So y'all snuck us there. And then the last game, we rested starters because we're already playoff bound. So I don't even count that nonsense. But, again, y'all swept this. Y'all handled y'all's business. It's a new year right now. Well, all I'm saying is this, Law. We ain't going to come out here lying like, you know what I'm saying, y'all all of a sudden then got better this offseason. You lost your number one touchdown route running king and Amari Cooper. Matter of fact, let me ask you this real quick.
Talk to me.
2017, was it that year y'all went out and got Cooper? How was Dak doing?
2018.
2008. Oh, yeah, that's right. Because 17, we won the championship. That's
yeah. Oh, okay. You want to throw that in? That was 5 years ago, by the way. But keep going. See how time coming.
What made y'all go and get Amari Cooper? Why did y'all have to do that?
I mean, come on. I mean, come on, man.
fun.
I mean, we were throwing it. We were throwing.
Right now.
Look, our best wide receiver was Cole Beasley at the time. He was our only guy. Come on, man. And Gallup was a rookie. But if you want to hold our feet to the fire for that one, that's okay. But now we got CeeDee Lamb, who is better than what we had out of Bryce Butler and some guy by the name of I don't even know the name.
Yeah.
You know, of the guys. We got CeeDee.
Y'all
Talk
are
to me.
now forcing CeeDee Lamb to be a number one, right? And who's behind that? Y'all got Gallup.
James. Remember his name.
Who is
Watch.
James Washington?
It's gonna be look. It's gonna be James Washington that's gonna catch a touchdown on one of your Eagles guys, and you're gonna be like, God no, James Washington, and you're gonna be calling him Denzel after he scored all of them touchdowns. You're gonna be like, man, the Cowboys that went and got the Cowboys went and got Denzel Washington's son, James Washington. Watch.
All right. I got to see it.
Don't worry.
I'm seeing all the signs. It looks like Ezekiel Elliott is declining. You know, again, I think personally, my opinion, the Eagles got the best running offense attack. Y'all may have Ezekiel Elliott and Tony Pollard, but we got a whole collective cast of running backs, and our quarterback can get busy on the run. So there ain't really no discussion there.
Then hold on, Philly. Wasn't you saying the same thing last year? You got the best wide receiver out of the draft. You got an unbelievable running attack. Give Jalen Hurts this other year the time to develop, and he's going to be this and he's going to be that. And you guys, I remember because I think you came across my news feed, and I think that even you was saying that we want Dallas. Do you still got those shirt and that hat? We want Dallas. Do you still have that shirt and that hat?
You know that got mailed off the day I was out my torturement. But look, listen.
You still want Dallas. You going to get Dallas. That's so.
Hey, I hope we get y'all week one. You know it's not going to happen, but I sure hope for it. Again, this is just a reality check. Again, I see y'all back to y'all's normal delusional feeling selves. Y'all starting to get that hype again. So don't even worry, Dallas Nation. We here. Eagles fans is here to wake y'all up, to let y'all know we taking the division this year. Y'all had a good run last year, but like all your years since the past 27, it's been fruitless. So, yeah, go ahead and watch the new Eagles go and take this division over. We got the most potent offense in the division.
Okay.
Period.
Okay.
And we gonna see how it's gonna rock. But yeah, let's stop faking this hype up like y'all didn't get something this offseason. Y'all done got better in the draft.
Okay. Look. Shout out to y'all. Y'all got big. I ain't gonna call him Jordan Davis. Y'all got big. Y'all got big Jordan Davis.
Say his name.
Yeah, y'all got big. Oh, wait a minute. Hold on, man. Hold on. But y'all got big Jordan Davis, and y'all got Nakobe Dean. And who else y'all got? Who else y'all got in your draft?
We got a center. We got,
Jurgen, Cam.
We got Jurgen. Yes,
okay.
Sir.
Uh-huh.
Yes, sir. We got,
Okay, shout out to them.
AJ Brown tipped the mark. I mean, stop playing with us.
Look, you see what? Look at the screen. You see what I'm holding in my hand?
Hold on, let me check your real quick.
What I'm holding in my hand? What I'm holding in my hand, dog?
Let's see what you got up here, bro. You might have to tell me real quick. I'm on the line real quick. I ain't want no audio to be all stuff. Hold on, let me see what you got up here real quick.
I got what I have in my hand. In my hand.
Some blank sheets? What is that?
I got paper, baby.
You don't know some blank paper?
That's what you guys are. That's what you are right now. Paper chaps. I appreciate you so much, man. You have a good day and a better tomorrow, man. Appreciate you, man.
Keep it up, bro. Keep up your good stuff.
You already know I'm about to play, though. You already know I play. But I'm about to play this right quick, but appreciate you. Appreciate you. Hold on, Philly. Oh, you gone. But I'm about to play this 5, 4, 3, 2. Oh my God! Shout out to Philly, man. All right, man. Look, that's national bird, man. But hey, sometimes they get shot down. But it is what it is. All right, 775, man. You live.
Hey, I ain't got much time, so I'm just gonna go real quick. First of all, Eagles fans are the worst. So Dallas fans are confident, yeah, and that's a good thing. And Eagles fans too, but they just bring so much bull with it. But all I gotta say before I take off is who's the QB? Who's the QB on the Eagles?
Jalen Hurts.
Yeah, that's right. And what's the most important position on the field?
The quarterback.
Yep. So that's all I gotta say.
Appreciate you, man. You're a real one, man. Oh my God. Wade from Reno, Nevada. Ray from Reno, Nevada, spitting the truth, spitting the flat out truth right there. 860, man. We got a lot of people in here now. 860, you live.
Yeah, it's VIP, baby.
VIP.
You know, Law, I'm from the Bronx. I've been dealing with Philly. These guys talking that talk for forever.
Right.
They don't realize we put the crack in the Liberty Bell. They don't want that smoke with us. You know what? Tell Mr. Philly, but this is what I want him to do. I need you to lean forward. Stick your chin out.
Yeah.
Stick your chest out.
Yeah.
And you lean forward and come get some of these. That's what we're gonna do to you, bro.
Yeah.
We not playing with him. Lean forward. Get him and lean forward. Get it to him, Law.
Right there.
Get it to him, Law.
Well, now what Will Smith told Chris right there.
We talking, and he's talking like they had the greatest offense since cooked food.
Yeah,
I am lost. Did we have the number one offense, Law?
Yeah, number one offense in the National Football League. Yep, number one in points.
Okay, so where was Philly?
I don't even know, man. Let me pull them up.
I don't even know where they were ranked. There's my point.
I don't even know. But they had a good running attack. Let me pull up Eagles.
They had a good running attack. But the running attack they had to sacrifice their quarterback in order to do it. I encourage them, keep doing that. Yeah. We got Micah, we got D, we got Curse, and we got Bell. Bruh, I've been watching some Bell tape. Bell about to ring something up.
Look,
so I want y'all to watch out for my boy Bell.
Marquise Bell was so good that they had Brian Baldinger, who was the Eagles guy, to break down his film. Because that Marquise Bell is no one to sneeze at.
The boy bad. The boy bad. So my point is this. Our defense from 12th, I think we're like 30th the year before. We moved up to 12. We're going to jump up into the top 5.
That's all I need. Man, that's all I need. My defense to get up to the top 5. That's all I need, man.
That's all we need.
Yeah.
And what we need to do is somebody need to go Will Smith, our OC, smack him back to reality, and tell him, look, bro, we have 2 running backs. I'm going to need you to utilize both our running backs. Look, I got a jersey with my boy Zeke right now hanging up on my wall.
Yeah.
That doesn't mean that I am so in love with this man that I don't know what's best for our team. Right. Zeke is great. We need TP, man. We need that balance, bro. If that run that we went on that you've been talking about for a minute, where we were pushing through, I think we went 6-1 at one time. Our offense was balanced. Teams were afraid of us because we were balanced. That's all we need back with our offense, man. That's all I got to say, Law. You tell Philly, come holler at me.
Yeah.
Look, Philly, I told you, we're going to put another crack in the Liberty Bell. Don't mess with us, man. Law, I love you. Keep doing your thing, baby. It's VIP, baby.
Yes, man. Yeah, that's my guy. That caller's off the chain, baby. You know? Oh my goodness, man. I can't make this stuff up, man. Shout out to all of the people, man. Philly done got this thing. He done threw a grenade over here, man. Oh my gosh, man. He done threw a grenade over here, man. It is what it is at this point, at this time. But man, I seen the people put in the chat, man. I see y'all put in the chat that, oh boy, if he was so good, then why he wasn't drafted or what have you. Well, keep in mind, sure, he went to Florida F&M, you know what I'm saying? So it's not like he went to a powerhouse school, but I get it. He's not televised or what all of that stuff, but it is what it is. He'll be the element of surprise. He's going to surprise a lot of people, man. 713, you're live. You're live. 713. Hello. Let me put 910, 9 dime. What's good?
Hello.
Talk to me. You're live.
Yeah, this is Queen Cowboys.
How you doing?
And I've been a fan. Are you talking to Queen Cowboy?
Yeah, I'm talking to you. What's going on? How you doing?
Oh, okay. Yeah, this is Queen Cowboy. I've been a fan for about 50 years.
Uh-huh.
And one thing I want to say is I'm glad we drafted who we drafted. I'm sick of these prima donna pretty boys coming on our team.
Mm-hmm.
Too cute to play.
You're right.
Too cute to hit. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
It's time to bust some MFs in their mouth.
Yeah, I got you.
It's Mr. Nasty kind.
Yeah.
That's right. That's right. And we are gonna shut a whole lot of people's mouths up, so they can just keep on talking.
Mm-hmm.
It's over. It's on and popping.
Yes,
and that's all I got to say.
That's what I needed to
It's
hear.
Mr. Nasty
That's
kind.
what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about. Appreciate you so much for calling in from the 910. Look, even the ladies call in over here, and we love it. Bringing in some of that thunder. She says she tired of all of the pretty boys. Hey. It's time to get.
It's Mr. Nasty kind.
Tell them. Hey, and I got somebody else that I know that's finna bring some passion out of here. But tell them, sister, put your name in the chat so I can get your name too. So next time you call in, we can get it all going. All right, so Mr. Passion, what's good?
What's up, Mr. Law?
Nothing to it, man. Talk to me.
Hey, you know.
What?
Hey, you know that Mr. Philly was talking to you, was talking some crazy mess. That's one serious clown right there.
Philly Notion is his name. It's his YouTube name. Check him out, man.
If you tell Mr. Philly Notion, he talked that loud mess again, he gonna get these gloves. He gonna get these hands.
Okay? Wait.
Like this.
No, you only threaten from a Cowboys perspective, not physically. Yeah. He's speaking metaphorically. Metaphorically speaking.
It's a metaphorical speaking term. Okay, I don't mean that literally.
Literally, right.
Cowboys gonna curb stomp you when we play you. Every single time we play you.
Okay.
We're gonna slap the taste out your mouth, Mr. Jaquan Hardy gonna run down your throat. Mr. Number Nasty 55 from Arkansas that we drafted.
It's Mr. Nasty kind.
Yeah. Taste out your mouth.
Yeah.
Okay?
Yeah.
You think you gonna run and you gonna pass? You think you gonna get that ball to AJ? You gonna hit Mr. Hurts and put him on the ground and put him in the dirt and keep him there?
Yeah.
Gonna bury his butt.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
Yeah. You're gonna be sitting 66-4. That's your score. That's what your score is going to be. 66-4, Cowboys.
Oh, my gosh, man.
You're going to be looking real silly, like the clown that you are. So, Mr. Philly, you better get ready to get some, because those Spartans going to be coming for you. Play the drop, Mr.
All right.
Law.
Appreciate you, man. I got you, man.
How much
Sparta? Yeah, appreciate you, man. Appreciate you, Chap, so much, man. Appreciate you, man. That's my guy, man, Mr. Passion, man. Hey, Facebook, as a disclaimer, we're not threatening anybody on Facebook because, Facebook, we live on Facebook, and I know Facebook don't take threats seriously. They take all threats seriously, I meant to say. So we're just talking in a jovial way. We're not finna do no hands or fisticuffs or nothing like that. All right, we got the 215. You're live.
Yo, Law, what's up, man?
Talk to me, man. Everything is good. One for each of
them.
them.
One for each finger, baby.
In the hearts of the Philly, man. What's good, man? Talk to me, man. One for each finger.
Yo, man, listen. that caller earlier from Philly, I want to come meet him driving my big truck, with the Dallas Star on it. And I'll put $2,000 right now, cash. That Diggs going to get 3 picks off Hurts right in the first game. I'll put that up cash live, and I'll film it. I'll come meet him wherever he is if he's still listening.
So she said, hold on. So it's $2,000 cash, right?
Right now.
Right now. Okay, $2,000 that at the end of the year, at least Trayvon Diggs is going to pick off Jalen Hurts, right? Twice. Or just one time?
3 times.
3 times.
Right, 3. Number 3.
3 times. All right, so who going to hold the money, y'all? Hey man, I feel you, man. I think that Trayvon Diggs will pick off Jalen Hurts, though. I think he will do that.
I know it.
Yeah, I already know.
Hey, look, that's Diggs' new quarterback.
Yeah.
That's his new quarterback.
That's his new quarterback. Number 1 target, number 1 wide receiver going to be Trayvon Diggs. Yeah, I feel you on that, 1 for each finger. Yes, indeed, man. Hey, I think Philly, he gonna want to meet you up and y'all can put that bet down together and make sure you film it. And tell you, was it your nephew or was it your cousin that got the fighting up in there last time?
my nephew, man.
Tell your nephew, man, don't be throwing them hands on them Eagles guys, man. We need for him to come out okay, man, because I know that he did some things over there, but we don't want him to be locked up over there in Philly. You know how it goes.
No, this is what they like.
That's what they want.
He did his thing and got out in under 2 minutes.
That's what I'm talking about. Hey man. So what else gonna happen this season, man? I love it, man. What else gonna happen?
Listen, our undrafted, they're gonna surprise a lot of these cats. Some jobs are going to be taken, but that goes with the game. Hey, look, I'm excited.
Right.
But here's what I want, and this is the number 1 thing I want. Just like Crawford said a few years ago, keep doubting us. Keep doubting us. I want to be the worst in Dallas Cowboys trash and all that, all the way up to the Super Bowl. Please, please keep talking trash. We ain't going to do this, ranking us. Rank us as low as you want to rank us. We're going to surprise them and come up. Because, see, when they hype us up coming out the gate, then everything is in disarray.
Yeah.
But when they talk smack, then that's when we do our thing. So I'm just waiting. I'm going to be humble. I'll see them week 10 when we're about 8-2 or 9-1. But I want to start out real quiet and slap everybody going down to the Super Bowl. That's all.
No doubt, man. I appreciate you, 1 for each finger, man. One love to you, man. Appreciate you. That's my guy, man. All right, man. All right, so.
The conference has been locked.
Thomas, man, you live.
What's up, Law?
Nothing to it, man. Talk to me.
Hey, man, look, bro. This draft last week.
Right.
I know everybody was kind of pissed off, raising hell because we didn't get the sexy names,
right?
And we didn't get the big time names. Bump that, forget that. We are looking for attitude, and we are looking for players who don't care. Man, Dallas Cowboys fans, man, y'all got to look at the history. Look at the history. Remember the Super Bowls that we won, 5. Yeah, we had a few sexy names. But if you remember,
right,
we had a whole bunch of players. And those doomsday players, there were a whole bunch of no names. So we may be on to something. Just chill out. And those Philadelphia Eagle players, those Philadelphia Eagle fans is talking all that talk.
Yeah.
Let them, because that's what they're all about. They're all about mouth. And that Super Bowl win back in 2017, they won it on a humble. Yeah. All them players that won that Super Bowl, name me a player who's still on that team now. They're not even there. And that dude that just called, we ain't talking about him right now. He ain't nothing but a whole bunch of talk. He'll go somewhere, go into his hole, and disappear until something good happens. He's just a part-time
junk talker. So don't even worry about him.
No doubt.
Don't even worry about him.
No doubt. No
Do
doubt.
your research. Do your research. Do your research, because we won a Super Bowl back in 92, 93, 95. We had a whole bunch of no-names. We won in 77, had a bunch of no-names. 71, we had a bunch of no-names. So, hey, this is the attitude era, man. This is the attitude era.
Attitude.
We are bringing in players with attitude, man. No more of these sexy names.
No doubt, man. I appreciate you, Thomas, man. Thank you so much for calling in. Good noise talk right there, man. I appreciate that.
Now sign up that purge alarm.
I got you, man. You already know I have my finger on it, man. Appreciate you. Yo, man. Hey, man. It was a good call from him, man. It was good calls all together, man. Today, didn't expect to go this long, but man, be sure, Cowboy Nation, that at the end of the day, this is all that's showing right now on both sides. Even my Cowboys, this is just paper right now. We got to line them up and lace them up. Y'all know how this thing goes.
Goodbye.
Goodbye, Miss Siri. You got to line them up and lace them up, and you got to figure out a way to make that thing happen one way or another. And the Cowboys got to do it this year. They got to show them that they're not folding up like a wallet or a lawn chair. And on the defensive side, bump what the offense do. I'm thinking about this defense. You get the defense down from the 12th rank to the 5th or the 4th or the 3rd. Shoo. A lot of things can happen, Cowboy Nation. It can. Let me find my little deal right here. While everybody is here, if you're watching all the way to this point and you have not hit that like, share, or subscribe to this channel, and you still here, you still jump in, and you haven't hit that notification bell, come on, man.
Shame.
I'm giving you guys
Shame.
Unfiltered Cowboys content here, baby. And it is what it is. Now, what Thomas was saying, a bunch of no-names, for those who don't realize or didn't realize, the Cowboys didn't have one. That first Super Bowl they won, they didn't have not one person selected to the Pro Bowl, right? And then what he was saying is that basically the Cowboys, they were laughing at the Cowboys. I remember that they were saying to Emmett, he's not Thurman Thomas. He's not no Thurman Thomas. He's not no Barry Foster. He's definitely not a Barry Sanders. A lot of y'all don't remember 91. Shoot, those Lions beat the bejesus out of the Cowboys. It was devastating for us. You know, all that off season and everything questionable about this young team, and they continue to press forward. They continue to fight, and the Eagles always been that team. They just couldn't win the Super Bowl in the 90s, but they've been that team that played us rough and rugged, right? Them into Washington. Giants, Emmett with a separated shoulder was running through those boys. But that's decades and decades ago. We're in a whole new era. If y'all want to call it the attitude era, right, the physicality mindset era, we can do that. But there's things that you must do. Write this down if you didn't write it down yesterday, but write it down today. There's one thing a man should always do, mainly to himself, be true. Never allow someone to change your point of view unless what they bring makes sense to you. Never judge a man by sight alone, nor by the height he has grown. And when speaking, keep it at a moderate tone, because raised voices turn hearts into stone. You see, in the beginning, Cowboy Nation, it was brother, I'll ride for brother. Roll for brother, die for brother. The morals of life, live in love and respect for another. Then there are those who will try to be smart. You see, they'll take a decent man and alter his heart until they seek to rip him apart. Those men, no man shall call a friend, because they bend lies around the truth until they meet their end. Write that down, Cowboy Nation. It's all about your attitude. It's all about adjusting those things. Surround yourself with good people, right? Stephen White, shout out to you. One for each finger, appreciate you. The morals of life. Yeah, you can talk about liberty. We smashing that bell this year, right? We're gonna go ahead and split it wide open. Bust it wide open. We're gonna tell them to bring it back, right? How about that, Cowboy Nation? And when you're up against the struggles, meet it squarely face to face. Lift your chin, set your shoulders, plant your feet, and take a brace. When it's vain to try to dodge it, Cowboy Nation, do the best that you can do. You may fall, you may conquer. See it through. You see, right now, black may be the clouds about you, and the future may seem grim, Cowboy Nation. But remember, just remember this, you're facing, yes, what other legends have met. Keep your head high, eyes through the finish. See this thing all the way through, Cowboy Nation. Let me see some fire emojis in here. Let me get some fire and desire, baby. We got this one way or another. That's been my time. I really, really thank you all for yours. And remember, you're listening to nothing but the best. Salute. VIP, baby. Appreciate you. Shout out to you. Come on, Willie. Let's go. Yeah.
Nowadays, nothing really is nice. Only one of me and nobody.
Appreciate everybody for the super chat. Shout out to the sub. Let's go. Come on. Later on today, we're going to have CFT in the house as Cowboys fan talk. Let's go, Mr. Raw.
Still young, but I move like a new deal to my lawyer. If you're down in my management, I'm just warming up a way till I.
Shout out to Cowboys Experience. Be sure.
Like, chalk it up. Talk of the time when you're talking up. Wanna get you a ring and you tough enough. Wanna get you new things with your pockets dull. Run it up. I used to be quiet and out of luck. Now I'm moving from a cuz. The hate and the jealousy. My mama telling me count up your blessings and run it up. Nowadays, nothing really is nice. Only one of me and nobody like me. Phone ringing and I tell him it's I got wifey on bling and she
shout out to Sadiq. Shout out to all of the mod gods, man. Appreciate y'all. Let's go.
Please, no photos. I keep giving game away. I put game on layaway. I got paid to play today.
Come on.
I get paid to stay away.
VIP.
I get paid on rainy days. I might make it rain today. I got paid off pay today.
Single dance.
Thought to take the pain away.
Shout out
in
to
my
you,
own
fam.
lane, finger roll.
Yeah.
I would never sell my only soul.
Never.
Heard your whole team was for sale. Heard
Not
us
the
on the market
Cowboys.
for the low.
Maybe
Who the
the
realest we
Washington.
might never know.
Come
All
on.
this acting, you gon' play a role. Give you the world when they sign you up. Try you out and then they line you up. Ooh. Now you're looking hungry, ribs are touching, need some food. Now you're all on live acting surprised, but you was
All right.
Get out the way, it's been a day, now you're old news. Now you got the pen and pad, you're trying to take my moves.
If you're watching all the way to this point and you have not hit that like button, come on, man.
Shame. Shame. Shame.
And hit her with the.
That's where the guts went. Just dropped.
All right, man. Shout out to everybody, man. Let's slow it down, baby. Come on. Hey. One time for your mind, baby. Yeah. Shout to the 88 Cutlass. Shout out to you, Gina. Yeah. Shout out to you, Taylor. We hope all is well with Jerry. Jerry, call Top Dog Law. Call Top Dog Law.
Don't let the street lights lead you all alone.
Jeremy.
You know it's dangerous to go alone.
Come on.
Don't let the street lights hit you. Can I be your player too? I'll follow wherever you go, whatever you do.
feeling in the comment section as the song play out. Appreciate you. Let me see DC for life in the chat.
Don't let the street lights
hit you
all alone.
Come on.
You know it's dangerous to go alone. Don't let the street lights hit you. Can I be on play it too?
Shout out to you, Gina.
I'll follow wherever you go, whatever you do.
If you're all in with the Cowboys, let me see you all in. All in. Godspeed, Taylor. Yeah.
If a paper crane can fly, then forever doesn't feel that far. So far, so far. If a paper crane can fly, then forever doesn't feel that far. So far, so far. If a paper crane can fly.
Watch this last note right here.
Fly on, fly on, fly on, fly on, fly on.
That's where the guts went, just dropped them. Simply because you don't have evidence that something does exist does not mean that you have evidence that something doesn't exist. So you understand the words I'm saying to you.
Yeah. Now lean forward. That's all the haters. We up out, baby, because
it's Mr. Nasty kind.